around that. We lived in a trailer park, like in a trailer house. Where I slept was kind of in the middle, and my dad would go to bed latest at night, and then their bedroom's on the other side of the house. So I was so used to hearing him go to bed with the TV on that was like kind of soothed me to help me go to sleep.
Gotcha.
So if it was too quiet, I had a hard time going to sleep. And then one night, for some odd reason, I couldn't go to sleep. And all of a sudden he shut the TV off. I'm like, oh, great, now I'm really not going to go to sleep. And he would, when he shut the TV off, it would be pitch black in the house. He'd have a flashlight so he could use it to get down the stairs.
Got it.
Or not down the stairs, down the hallway
Down
to get to his bedroom. And so I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh man, I really need to go to sleep. Like, now I'm not going to be able to go to sleep. It's so quiet. And all of a sudden, another light starts coming from that side of the house. Nobody's on the side of the house. It's the living room. My mom's already in bed. It was just, I was an only child at that point. I'm freaking out because I'm thinking there's a robber, somebody in the house. Like I was thinking there was a robber in the house. Like literally in the movies, I was kind of doing the whole like squinting your eyes, like you're like trying to pretend like you're asleep, but you're watching to see what happens. And I was freaking out, and all of a sudden the light, when it got to like my doorway, because my door was open, it lit up the whole house. Like it was super bright, and it kind of looked like a small boy, like 4 years old, something like that. But you couldn't see his face. His face was like a star.
Gotcha.
And his whole body, it was just light.
Just nur.
And it was one of the most brightest things, but at the same time, it was like, when you look at something bright, like headlights to a car, and you're looking at it, you're like this, you can't really see. Like you could see, like
It was
wide
peaceful
open.
though, huh?
And I went from being so scared to like the most calming feeling over my body, like everything's going to be okay.
Subhanallah.
And then he just walked right by my door, and as soon as he went to the other side, the light faded with him, the whole house went to black, and went to sleep after that, no problem. And for years, I always wondered why. I told my parents the next day, I seen an angel last night. I was like, this is amazing. But for years, I always wondered why. Why did I see this angel? Like, if God let me see an angel, there's got to be a sign behind it.
Reason, yeah.
And now, all these years later, I think about that.
Subhanallah.
As it says either in the Quran or the Hadith, angels are made of light.
Light, yeah.
And how I explain that, everybody knows that's exactly how I explain it.
Subhanallah.
And I've heard of other stories of like our brothers and sisters in Palestine. May Allah have mercy on them.
I mean,
They're digging them out of the rubble, and there was a story of a girl, and they translated English so I could understand. And she was explaining how the angel was there with her.
Subhanallah.
Exactly how I explained it.
Same light.
Subhanallah.
That's
exactly how I said Subhanallah. So people who know that story, that's a sign for them.
I got goosebumps. Seriously, that's amazing. Yeah. And how